Hey everybody, hope everyone's doing well. So today I feel it's time to clean out this pumpkin patch. Now I started these jack-o'-lantern pumpkins back in May, and for some reason I thought these pumpkins were going to get bigger, but they're not. They're actually kind of small. They're just like, a tiny little one, and yeah, they're just really small. So I don't know, I guess by the name jack-o'-lantern, I just assumed that it was going to be bigger so you could, make it into a jack-o'-lantern. And I don't know if I left it on the vine, if it was going to get bigger, but it looks like the vine is starting to die off. And it said on the package that it's about a 90 to 98 day harvest maturity. And it's been about that time. So that's why I feel it's time for them to come out. And plus, it's now time to start and get ready for fall seeds. So I have been really figuring out what I want to plant in this big garden. I need to re-level some of these beds. John brought the Bobcat home so that way he can help me just scoop up some soil and just dump it right into the boxes so I don't have to wheelbarrow it in. And what else? And just, get these beds ready for the fall. I have been figuring out what I'm going to plant in each flower bed or each garden bed. Plus, a lot of these tomatoes, I have been stewing and canning so many different types of tomatoes. I have made up so many different types of recipes. I have no idea what they're going to taste like yet, so I can't wait to use them. But it smells and, the taste test was delicious, so I can't wait to see, how we're going to use them. And what I've been doing is I just been, I guess, how do you say, processing? No, it's not processing, preserving. I had just been preserving the tomatoes the way I like to purchase them from the store. So like stewed tomatoes, we use a lot of stewed tomatoes, and spaghetti sauce, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, I've been doing that a lot. I haven't been really dabbling in anything else. And what else? And freezing. I've been freezing a lot of things as well. But today I'm going to clean out this bed, level it. John's going to get me more dirt, put the dirt in there. And then I'm going to start some spinach seeds in the small garden. And I think that's pretty much it. Yeah. So, and I'm also going to start some butternut squash also. And I'm not going to plant the butternut squash in a garden bed. I'm just going to plant the butternut squash in one of these black containers, wooden containers, just so that way I could have it confined. Because I don't want a whole bunch of butternut squash. I just want enough to make soups and some pumpkin pies and stuff like that. So let's just get started and get this done before the heat comes, because it's just been horrible during the middle of the day, starting about, I would say about 11 o'clock. It's just been so hot, over 100 degrees, but the nights have been cooling off really nice, about in the 60s, and in the mornings, it has been really nice in the morning. Matter of fact, yesterday was really nice and overcast, so I was able to do a lot of work from here. But yeah, so let's just get this job done. All right, so I pulled out all of the pumpkins, and it looks like I'm probably gonna have to harvest some of these watermelons also. But it is getting already warm, and I want to start some spinach seeds in the small garden. So let's just go run and get that done before the heat sets in, and then call it a day. So, and I'm going to finish this up later on. As soon as it gets cooler, we're going to finish this up. I'm going to have John dump some soil in there, and then and get this bed ready for, I think we talked about this. It's probably going to have to be some either carrots, garlic, onion, I don't know, one of those things. We're going to have to figure it out and see what we want to start in these two beds. All right, so let's go start planting those spinach seeds. All right, so over here in this garden bed, this is where we had the corn. And like I said in the last video, I don't think I'm going to plant corn again. I didn't have any success growing corn, and so I just don't feel like I'm going to waste my time or my money, energy, all that stuff on growing corn. And I'm just going to go ahead and sow some spinach seeds in this area now. Now, last year in the fall, I had some spinach seeds that did really well, and so I really want to do that again. Now, I did not plant them very thick, so this year I really want to plant a good amount of spinach in this area right in here. So what I have here are some, let's see, a Lake Valley seed brand, and I believe are burpees. So this one is called Olympic Spinach, and it says here we could start planting them. Now last year I did start them in August, like late August. I feel maybe it might be too warm for them right now, because I know these are going to germinate really fast. Yeah, this one says you could start planting in August. Well, I guess we'll just go ahead and start some seeds and see what happens, and see if they do well. I know in the forecast it says it's supposed to be about in the mid-90s the rest of this week. Last week was just, oh my goodness, over 100 degrees, and but the evenings have been really nice and cool. So let's just go ahead and get this started, because it is getting warm, and I'm going to go inside and finish up I have some spaghetti sauce cooking inside in the crock pot, and I'm going to can that up. So first, what I'm going to do, now I have already amended the soil, but I'm just going to rake it around a little bit just to make it a little looser to work with. So I heavily sowed a bunch of spinach seeds in this area, and I cannot wait. I hope that it comes out to this like big, thick, luscious bed of spinach, because my gosh, in the fall last year I grew spinach for the first time, and the flavor of the spinach, oh my goodness, it tastes so rich and delicious, and it just felt, I mean, just so hearty. I don't even know how to explain it. It was like buttery. It's so delicious. So I'm going to get this area watered in, and then when it starts to cool down, I'm going to have John help me out and put some soil into the containers, and then probably tomorrow, I don't know, it just depends on how far I get. Maybe we'll see how far we get. Okay, so yeah, we'll just wait until it gets cooler. All right, so I have finished this task. It is the next day. It was just way too hot yesterday. It never really cooled down to actually work in the garden. So I ended up doing it today. And so we got this garden bed finished, and the other one. But I have to re-level this garden bed. It has sunk quite a bit, and it's going to take a little bit more work than I anticipated. So I'm going to have to work on that before I plant anything. And I am going to start some carrots in this garden bed, and then in the container I'm going to start some butternut squash. So that's pretty much it for today, and hopefully you enjoyed this video. I cannot wait to show you what's growing in the garden, but it is getting darker now. So take care, be safe, and thank you for watching. Bye bye.